Hey, what is up, YouTube? It's Never Death with another Guild Wars update. So today, I want to go ahead and cover first what's happened since my last video, and then we'll go into what's happening now, less than 24 hours before the end of the season. So, let's hop right into it. As you can see here, we've got Indian Army at the top, as usual. And Latinos Americanos is behind us, 87,248. They stayed behind us, not too far at all. And then we climbed higher. Excuse me, I got burps. So they kept up. They stayed behind us, but we slowly but surely got further and further away. And 7-Up, make note of this, 7-Up is still down there with 78,501 points. And then we got Neverness Alpha in 4th, staying solid at 4th place. And they're still getting a good number of points. Nobody on that team is giving up, looks like. They just, I like how they're continuing soldiering on regardless. It's pretty cool. So, speaking of Neverness Alpha, I got some screenshots to show ya. And here are the Neverness Alpha screenshots. Well, the first one. Neverness is starting up here. He's got 16,494. Kurganski 3375. So those two are staying up top. Neverness steadily increasing. And I realized something. I assume he must be buying keys to increase his score at this point. But I'm not convinced of that, because I've noticed now that I've never had 4,000 points before, and I do this week. And I've noticed that it gives me, I'm getting 25, 27 guild points per fight. So that's 75, 80 points each hour. And when you're at a level like this of flipping, 16,000, he's doing some good there, right? So I'm not convinced that he is buying keys. I don't know. I think Kurganski still is. And then Milosk down there. So if we go and look over here, we got these Bayou Barcelona, Joel Valdez, maybe, I don't know what it is. But these guys, they're fighting right along, doing well. And then this is interesting. Yesterday, Golf, this guy here, Golf 35785, he was 3rd or 4th place yesterday when we looked at their screenshots. And I don't know, it looks like maybe he's not still fighting quite like he was. He got knocked down a few pegs. Or maybe he was, and these other guys just sped up. I don't know. But I really like their persistence. I like that. I know that, man, sometimes when I was Guildmaster, you get in this position, we're in 4th, there's no way they're getting 50,000 points, right? I mean, unless somebody just goes crazy buying stuff. At that point, I'd keep my fights going, but not like I was. I kind of just coasted after that, and I think a lot of people do that. So the fact that they're still pulling thousands of points, that's good for them. So the next thing I want to look at is I got some comments on yesterday's video here. You can see the first comment was this one here. You will lose tomorrow. 7-Up win. That's from H2SO4. She's in the 7-Up guild. Previously, she was the guildmaster of Formula H, who I'm sure we all know. I've seen plenty of times on the leaderboard. But she gave up her guild and ended up joining 7-Up. And so I came down here and I said, that would be quite a comeback. Come at us. Like, come at me, bro. Come at me, But she's, I believe, Vietnamese. I don't know. English isn't her first language. I think it's pretty safe to assume. But so she, up here, she said, no thanks. I think she meant challenge. Sealange. I googled that word, and when I was typing it, I realized I think she means challenge. I think she likes a challenge. She wants the challenge of beating us. So I thought, when I saw this morning, I thought maybe that they might have something up their sleeves, or they're all organized and decided to buy a bunch of keys. And that is what we're going to look at next. Actually, it's not what we're going to look at next, but we will look at the current leaderboard very soon. So this is what I wanted to show you guys real quick. Neverness Alpha posted this in his Facebook group. He's showing a score here of 10,001 points, and that in and of itself, not so interesting. But when we combine it with this screenshot, which shows how many guild coins he's getting and the level of the Yeti, that's pretty cool. I like to see stuff like that because it's uncommon to get 10,000 points or more. So I think it's really cool to get to see stuff like this. Like, how many guild coins are these people getting, you know? What's the character level? And actually, Neverness, if you watch this, I would, next time you do that, man, if you can, post a screenshot of the actual fight, like right at the beginning, so we can see the health of the boss. I would love to see that, because I know they get high. I've seen a few screenshots here and there. I know they get pretty darn powerful, which is why I put my Thetis character in the guild, because some of our guys are getting so high, it's like, hope they can beat the boss, you know? So anyway, I just thought that was cool. Wanted to show you guys. And now we're going to go look at the current leaderboards. So here's the current leaderboards. We've got Indian Army in first place, 123,474. Latinos Americanos, 108,478. 7-Up, 107,393. So these guys are still battling it out for second place. That's anybody's game at this point for second. That'll be fun to watch and see who gets that. Neverness Alpha in fourth. The Russian guys, I don't know how to pronounce that first word, but Dalny Vostok, I don't know. If you do know, comment, let me know. Then Chimoto in 6th, Polska Elita in 7th, which they used to be a huge top guild too, I think. Fallen by the wayside. Then Huden Hast, I don't know, that's maybe somebody's username. This one, Lang to Kodon, and 10th is Platinum Gamers. So that's what we're looking at now. 18.5 hours to go till the end of the season. Latinos Americanos may have given up at this point, and they just keep, like I was talking about earlier, just coasting. I think that's what's happening here. Not sure what it looks like, because they're 14,000 roughly points away from us, and that's a huge gap to make up. Not to say they can't do it and start buying some keys, but whew, would not be simple. So in our guild, we've got Black Death still on top, racking up those points, and again, I don't think he's buying keys. I think he's just got so many points. He's getting so many points per fight that he's just going up. And Black Death, again, if you're watching me, comment. I want to talk to you. I want to see your screenshots. Let's see how many points you're getting. I think that would be really cool to know. And Athju, man, she has worked it. She has been working. She's like doubled her points since yesterday, or almost. Real good. Shubin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, killing it. Wesley Rage, Gildo, Kilo, Pushpindar 9694, dominating. When we get down here, Nevardath, well, my wife ended up in the hospital yesterday. I had a really busy day yesterday, so I didn't get to fight nearly as much as I wanted to. I took my son to the soccer game today and forgot my phone, so I couldn't do anything there. Luckily, we've got an amazing guild, guys. Indian Army is just, it's turned into everything that we wanted it to be. And with our private group chat, I don't know, I feel like we're a family. We're fighting as a family now. This is a family army. We don't have to all be Indians to be family, you know? And actually, I kind of want to talk about that for a minute. Pushpindar 9694, he started the guild, obviously. But I actually convinced him to go ahead and start it this week. He wasn't wanting to do any more guild fighting, but I really respect this guy. He has been a big inspiration. He's somebody I look up to in the Epic Heroes War community. I really respect him a lot. So when he handed off Formula H to somebody else, you know, and he said he was going to quit for the week, I told him, man, you know, people don't fight for that guy. We fight for Pushpindar, you know? Like, you're awesome, and you're a great leader. And So while it is his guild, I kind of feel like it's just all of our guilds now, because he's really brought us together and put together a really great team. So hats off to you, Push. Thank you very much. So I am quite certain that Indian Army is going to nail it this week. We've done everything we said we were going to do. And like I said, it's the Indian Army family, and we're going to rock it again next week. So that's all I've got for you today. Make sure to like, share, comment, and send me screenshots. I need screenshots from the guilds. Also tomorrow I'm going to record the last 10 minutes or so of the end of the season. See how interesting that is, and hopefully the servers won't crash and we'll be able to see, record past the end of the season. We'll see. But anyway, like, comment, share, and send me your screenshots. Thanks, guys.